Yo, what's up, dudes? It's been a minute. Um, DBD posted quality of life changes that we're expecting to get pretty soon, which is kind of cool. Um, Only about 9 years later, but it's all right because it's finally happening. Yeah, kind of exciting stuff. We got anti-slugging. We got fucking surrender options. Go next options, body blocking prevention, all that stuff, dude, and more. So let's just dive into it. So I'm gonna just try to make this a little quick for everything. So yeah, surrender state. The team has been working on a surrender feature, which should limit player frustration on both sides. So leading us to two scenarios. Either all remaining survivors have been slugged, so the survivors could just be like, all right, we lose, go next. Or if all the survivors are bots because everyone else DC'd, then the killer could be like, all right, well, GG's. So that's cool. Gamma adjustments for console sounds like is going to come into play, so they can switch up that, which is pretty nice because console DBD do be kind of dark. Go next prevention. So basically, sounds like they're going to make it to where if someone attempts to go next, then they will receive a disconnection penalty point and lose an entire grade on their, rank. So that's kind of crazy. And then, but I guess in a good way, make people stop doing that. And then also people players who stick through those matches, even if they're pretty much like painful to stay in, because of teammates and stuff. Maybe the killer as well. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to guess for for the survivors for sure. They're going to make a new emblem-based multiplier that grants additional blood points during your following match, with the bonus stacking over consecutive trials. That's pretty nice, actually. The amount of times I've had games like that, dude. Teammates just being like, yeah, dude, that'd be nice. All right, so extreme hiding or body block prevention. So if let's see. Extreme hiding if a survivor... Okay, changing the way AFK crows operate so they can more accurately identify when a player is deliberately avoiding engagement. Once a player receives one crow... actually, it says receives crows. So I don't know if that would mean multiple... I don't know. I feel like it would be maybe at least... We'll say 3. We'll say 3, even though it doesn't really say. But let's say like 3. Their location will be revealed immediately to the killer. We'll be incorporating a feature that allows players to lose collision after receiving their third crow. Okay. All right, cool. So maybe this one might actually mean 1 crow. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll just say 3 for now. And then also 3, you can't get body blocked anymore. So that's pretty nice for killers wanting to trap people as well. And then no more stealthettes. So, well, I guess they'll still be around, but it won't be as annoying. Map offerings are going to only give a 20% increase on the chance of it happening. That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, actually, because like I know map offerings on both sides can be really annoying depending on like who's bringing what. Definitely can understand frustration with it, but at the same time, if you're going for a specific, like, for example, like Scratch Me or Myers, and you only get a 20% chance of getting, Hawkins or something like that, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That kind of, like, oh, man. Because I never really mind when killers bring maps, if I'm being honest, but when I'm killer and survivors bring maps, that's, I think, where my frustration comes from. I don't really care about the killers bringing the maps as much, because they're going for a specific type of... I don't know. I think it's maybe because I have so many hours. Maybe it's just like I'm so used to versing killers that have certain builds on certain maps, and so it's like I don't really mind. But like I don't know, dude. That's tough. I don't know how I feel about that. Spawn rules. Changing the survivor spawn to ensure that they each spawn within 12 meters of one another on the same floor if able to. Shroud offerings will be adjusted accordingly. Okay, interesting. So I guess no more random spawns for survivors. They all just kind of spawn basically in the same area, to an extent. AFK bot detection. Players that use AFK bots can be frustrating to have in your trials. so that we can quickly identify and penalize them accordingly. Okay. Bulk blood point spending. Here we go, baby. This is what we wanted. Speeding up blood point or blood web activity. We're adding a button that allows you to spend blood points in bulk. Okay, that'd be really nice. I'm hoping this comes with... I highly doubt it, but I would love if DBD added this with like a filter where you could say, hey, I want to get... like, look out for flashlights in my blood web, or... I don't know. I wish you could like have like a little filter option of like saying, hey, prioritize these items or add-ons. But I feel like that's going to be way too messy for them to put in there. So it's probably just going to say something like, I don't know, spend 1 million blood points automatically, and then it just goes. But that's probably what it's going to be. But like, I don't know. That'd be cool if they added the other thing too. Quest system, previously announced last year. The quest system is part of a larger update to the archives and rifts, so expect more information in an article for that. For now, we're reworking the challenge system as well as daily rituals to reduce the grind, make it easier to earn rewards, and increase the overall level of fun. Interesting. Okay, so just more challenges possibly, or just maybe more entertaining type ways to essentially get like dailies or rift challenges maybe? I don't know. That'd be interesting to see more about that later on. All right, perk loadout. This is another one that's going to be awesome. So we're finally going to be allowed to see our own perk loadouts in a lobby, which I'm assuming means not only just yours on your screen, but I'm going to say that means everyone, all survivors can see all y'all's like perks in a lobby, which has been needed for so long, especially solo queue. I solo queue demon right here, dude. And I would love to see what my teammates are running instead of having to just find out mid-match. Okay. And that seems like all of the stuff right now. So that's kind of nice. And then obviously like that happens from April to June. So right before the FNAF chapter release. And then I believe we're still getting a licensed killer next month in March and a original survivor in April. And then we got... July through December, another phase of dealing with anti-slugging, more improvements, anti-tunneling, anti-camping. I feel like the tunneling thing, I feel like that's just, I don't know. I get tunneling, like, I understand why people hate it, but, like, there's perks that, like, make it harder to have that happen, which obviously, like, it kind of sucks to make your whole build about not getting tunneled, but at the same time, like, what are those perks for then if that's not happening? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like the tunneling thing, it sucks. But, like, at the same time, I don't really think they should do anything about it. Maybe, if anything, give the killers less blood points. Or maybe somehow penalize a killer if they're only targeting one survivor. Like, if it's, like, if the game can pick up, like, some sort of gameplay of, hey, this person is getting chased or followed up chased or whatever. Like, maybe it could track it and just penalize the killer on blood points. Maybe they don't get any points for the second chase. Like, I don't know how that would work. I don't know. That's like a whole thing. That's just a touchy topic. So I don't know, dude. That one's tough. I don't know. Anti-camping could probably use an update for sure. At least like give everyone, and I feel like honestly with anti-camping, now that I'm on this like whole thing, they need to make anti-camping, the meter needs to be visible for all survivors. That I think would just be like, keep it how it is, unless maybe someone's like slugged right under the hook and the killer's still there, because that would kind of suck. But I feel like, but then that could also get kind of messy because then maybe people just all die right there and then it's like a free Kobe. So maybe that's kind of tough to maybe figure out as well. But like, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a way to show your teammates for every survivor in the lobby to see the bar of anti-camp. That would be probably kind of nice. That I don't know what else with that, but they're going to look into MMR update again, apparently after a couple years. So it'd be interesting. Map and key item balancing, okay. Honestly, dude, MMR, I feel like needs to just get out of the game, if I'm being honest. I feel like, because queue times would be better, and honestly, it's one of those things where, like, you load up on DBD, and, like, you don't know what you're going to get. Maybe it's a new person, maybe it's a, veteran player, like, whatever it is. I feel like MMR just shouldn't exist in DBD. It's not supposed to be comp, bro. Like, I feel like MMR, like, you could still get your Eerie 1 and all that stuff, but I feel like literally, like, MMR should just they should just delete it out of their system. Like, games would be, the queue times on games for Survivor and Killer would be drastically faster if they just got rid of MMR. Like, granted, are you going to have maybe teammates that you don't like, or killers you don't feel like maybe they're too sweaty, or vice versa on the other side of things, or whatever? Probably. But, like, at the same time, it's DBD, dude. Like, it's one of those games where, like, you just load on and you just, you know, try to play. Like, maybe, if anything, maybe they just come out with, like, whatever they're doing here, and then they give us another mode where it's straight up just, you know, casual, and you just load in, and what you get is what you get. Like, I don't care, dude. Because, like, even at, like, I don't know, 10,000 hours of DBD, my MMR is everywhere, dude. Like, I don't even know where my MMR is in DBD anymore at this point, and I still have players, even in, like, high MMR, where it's not feeling like it is high MMR. I don't know, dude. It doesn't make sense. But yeah. All right. Well, and then we got like keyboard and mouse on consoles and some other random things. Prestige rewards. Final thing I'm going to talk about. Prestige rewards. Having 13 P100s going on 14, and everyone else having like around P11 or 3 or whatever the hell. I'm excited to see what these are, because I'm assuming if you already have a P100, which I would guess is what the reward is for prestige rewards, unless it's maybe every prestige after prestige 9, you maybe like P10, P11, P2, maybe they give you like, I don't know, shards or like blood points or whatever it is, but I feel like P100 needs to be like a bloody cosmetic option. I feel like you should be able to have a toggle blood cosmetic. That would be so cool. No matter what you're rocking, you could turn on a blood toggle switch and you could just be covered in blood, whoever you are. That would be so sick. But they probably won't do that. But I think it would be really cool, because I love the bloody cosmetics, but I also love doing my mixing and matching cosmetics and not the default cosmetics for blood. You know what I mean? So that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's it for this little update, dude. It was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but hey, dude. It is what it is. I stream on Twitch. If any of you guys watch this video and you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I'm going to try to be posting at least one video on YouTube a week. Figured might as well start with this update thing and see what happens. But yeah, thank you for listening to me rant about this whole thing. And yeah, I stream on Twitch, MummifiedX over there. Hit that subscribe button and all that jazz, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right, later.